Happy Mindset Monday. Today's Wednesday. We're 2 days late. Apologies for that. But let's get going. In the last few videos, we talked a lot about how our clients or we act on our feelings or react and how that's not always a good thing, right? So we talked about how to retell ourselves different stories to control that, to be the professional. Today, however, I want to talk about how acting on your feelings and sometimes even being spontaneous can be a really good thing and turn it into success. So if you have little kids, you've practiced your ABCs, right? You understand that. We have ABCs in our business too. Anybody know what they are? What does ABC stand for? Always be communicating, right? Always be communicating. Now, I know everybody knows that. That's not rocket science. However, I still have to remind myself that every single day. I always want to be being the one that's proactive about communicating, and I think that has strong benefits. In fact, I had a mentor once tell me, if you wait until your client or prospect has called you, you've lost, right? So you've missed a good opportunity. So think about it. How many times have you meant to call somebody? You got sidetracked. You didn't know exactly what to say. Maybe they had a question that you didn't know the answer to. So you put it off. And then finally, when you talked, there was a little frustration, a little low-level frustration, and then you had to patch that up. So it took more work on the back end, right? That's probably best case scenario. Is you let somebody down just a little bit, and maybe it took a little bit of work to repair. You could also lose business over it. Maybe somebody thought, working with this person wasn't really the best experience. They weren't a great communicator, and they don't refer you to their friends. Or worst case, it becomes bad, and you ruin a whole relationship. You get the idea, right? Ninja talks about, there's this common saying, if you've been through Ninja, you know it. It's what you focus on expands. And you've heard this a bunch, whether you've been through Ninja or not, right? If you focus on those relationships, they will expand. There's a person on the other side of that relationship. If you put your effort into them, put some love and care and proactive communication into that, it's going to expand. So I want to challenge you, if you haven't done so, go back to the Village exclusive Facebook page. And there's little clips from the sales meeting last week where a lot of your fellow agents were vulnerable, got in front of the camera, and told some stories of their success and how they got there. And I think if you watch those, you're going to see a theme that all of them in some capacity acted on a feeling. Maybe it was how they treated somebody. Maybe it was taking a stand in how they presented themselves, in social media or in a bio to the public. Or maybe it was just that they were feeling a little bit guilty that they hadn't been in touch with a client the way that they thought they should, the way that they expected they would be, but hadn't done. And they felt a little guilty and thought, you know what, I'm going to bring that person a gift and check in with them. All of those things turned into successes, but that was really just a side benefit. The real benefit was it enhanced the relationship, right? And so business is a result. Referrals and business successes are often, I would say, really always a result of focusing on what matters the most and really what is the most fun, which is building a relationship, enhancing that relationship. So the challenge is, in addition to watching those things to get you inspired, over the next 2 days, so today is Wednesday afternoon, so Thursday and Friday, before the 4th of July, I challenge you to find any excuse to call somebody whenever they cross your mind. If it's a parent, call them. If it's a sibling, call them. If it's a neighbor, call them. If it's a friend, call them. A past client, doesn't matter. You will have people cross your mind. What you focus on expands. If they cross your mind, pick up the phone. And people say, oh, well, I don't have a good reason to call them. Who cares? Find an excuse. You don't even need one. Sometimes the best reason to call somebody is just to say, hey, I hadn't talked to you in a while, and I don't know, you just popped into my head. Thought I'd give you a shout. See how you're doing. How you holding up? If you do that, I will guarantee you that you're going to make somebody's day. You're going to feel better. They're going to feel better. And you might just pick up a deal or two from it. So let me know how it goes. Good luck with that. And thanks for watching.